Okay, welcome back everyone. Open your book please, page 484, to take that a new lesson today about the motion. Okay, now let's start with this question, guys. Now suppose that we have two guys here, and the first one in black, and he is lazy. Okay, that is the first guy with just two hairs here, but he is very lazy. Okay, and because he don't move over time, okay, now he is lazy now over the time, but after the 1 second he's still in the same place, not move, because he is at rest. Okay, excuse me. Okay, he is at rest. Okay, now because that in the first second still at rest, 0 meters. After 2 seconds still at rest, 0 meters. After 5 seconds, stay at rest, 0 meters. No movement. No movement for this very lazy guy. But the other one, his friend, is very fast. Okay, and he moves very fast with this also two individual hairs. Okay, now he is running every time, and he loves running very much. Okay, and after 1 second, he moves for 5 meters. After 2 seconds, he moves for 10 meters. After 5 seconds, he will move for 25 meters. Can you see that, guys? Now, what is the difference between the first one, lazy, and the second one is fast and want to move for every time and everywhere? What are the differences between object A, or the guy number A, and another boy number B? What is the difference? Yes. Now, guys, our friend said that the first one has no motion, no change in position, because he is lazy and he is still at rest. Okay, but the second one, we have movement, we have a change in position, we have speed, we have velocity of all of things, because he will change his position with time. But the first one, no changing in position, no movement, no speed. Very good answers, guys. You've said that we have a new idea here. To lose your weight, you should to run. But if you don't want to lose your weight, stay at your place. Don't change your position. Very good idea, Yusuf. Thanks a lot, my dear friend. Okay, guys, now that is our session for today, guys. Changing in position, changing in your direction. It means motion. It means motion. Let's read the book for this part to understand more about the motion and changing in position or location. Okay, now thanks a lot, my friends. Now I want Yusuf Safat read. Yes, Yusuf. For this example here, guys, suppose that we have ball and we have tube, and this tube we have liquid inside it. Okay, and when you release the ball will reach the bottom of this tube. Okay, now from up or to the bottom of the tube, that is the changing of location. Changing of location, it means that we have motion. Motion is location changing. Changing in location, it means changing in position, it means motion. When we have it changing in position, we have motion. Changing in location, we have motion. Okay, now look over this guy, for example. Now explain these two guys here. Now number B, he changing his position, changing his location, because that we have here motion or movement. Okay, now let's explain more about motion, location, position. Let's understand that more from this story. Okay, now relax and listen for this story. In one day, there are two boys or two men. They were using their airplane to have some fun and look over for the world around. And both of them like to travel by their own airplane every day, because they are liking traveling so much and look over for the world and like that. But in one day, the machine of the airplane suddenly stopped working. They are searching everywhere. What's happened? But they don't know. Unfortunately, guys, this airplane landed down and fall down on the jungle. In this jungle we have a lot of trees. We have a lot of trees. In fact, this aeroplane damaged, and this aeroplane crashed on the floor, on the ground, and nothing can found inside this aeroplane. But the good news here, both guys are saved. Nothing will happen for both of them. Okay, they're still alive. But in fact, they do not have any water, any cell phones. They do not have anything. All of things damaged with their aeroplane. Now, the first one said to the second one, "Please, my friend, let's move to searching for help." The blue one said what? "No, I stay in my place waiting for help." He said that maybe you will die because you're in your place. You should to change your position. You change your location, searching for help in anywhere, maybe in the west or north or south. We should to search for help. He said that, the blue one said that, "No, I'm afraid about the jungle. Maybe we have here lions or anything else can eat me. I can't change my place. I still in place waiting for help." In this case, the red one moved to the west, searching for help, and change his position and moves for maybe 2 kilometers and walking a lot, and he is make a lot of effort. After 5 days walking, okay, he found that building there very far away from him, but he saw a building there, okay, and quickly in his knees and by using his hand, because he made a lot of effort after 5 days walking. Now he reached this building and saw men there in this building and asking him for help. Said to him, "Please help me, please help me." And he said, "What's happened? What's happened?" He said that we was in our airplane and my friend there. I want to arrive for my friend. Please help us, please help us. He said, keep calm, don't worry. We will help your friend." And he eats and he take rest and back again for their friends after another 5 days. Now after 10 days, unfortunately, they saw their friends is dead. He is dead because he doesn't change his location. He doesn't change his position. Stay in place. The red one make motion, and they change his position, moving to west and back again to the east, to searching their friend, but unfortunately he is dead. He was very angry, and he is very sad because his friend, but he can't make anything for him. Now, from this story, you can understand some conceptions. Motion, change in position, and also the direction. You can see that here we have direction. We have west, east, up, down. The aeroplane was up. Now the aeroplane down. That is the position. All of these conceptions means motion. When you hear someone moving up, someone moving down, something moving west, some another moving north, and like that it means changing a position, and it means also we have motion. Amazing. I hope you understand and like this story. Now let's back to the book to read more about position and motion. Looking for this example, guys, about the marble and the tube. Here we have location. Now we have up and down. We have here up and down, or we have here up and at the bottom. Now changing location, it means motion. Changing location, it means motion. Complete Hamza. Position. Yes. Excellent. Okay, guys, now position, it means the location for the object. Now the position of this ball is up. Now the location of this ball is down. Now that is the position. Position is up, position is down. Now when changing position, it means moving. it means we changing position. It means we have motion, we have movement. Okay, now that is the meaning of position and motion. You should understand that we have something called position or location. When we speak about something, you will say what this object in at left or right or above me or below me, and like that. When your father driving the car and moving to any location in Saudi Arabia, you will say that my father going to Mecca to the east, or my father go to Dammam to the east, like that. Okay, or my grandfather traveled to Abha to the south, like that. That is the location. We should to determine the location to know where are you going. Where are you going? That is called a position or location. But we should to comparing between the position about objects by something called frame of reference. What does it mean? Look over, guys. I will give you different examples. Okay, now for this story we have here. Now if you look over for the airplane, and now I'm looking for the airplane. Now this airplane above me, that is Mr. Kamal, standing up here down of the airplane. I will say what I saw the airplane up, right? Or the airplane above me, and like that. Okay, now suppose that I'm traveling by another airplane. Okay, and here I'm up of this another airplane. I said what? I said the airplane below me, down. The airplane below me, right? Another example to understand more. Okay, now suppose that, guys, we have here tree. We have apple tree. Now that is apple tree. Okay, and now Mr. Kamal standing down of this apple tree. That is Mr. Kamal. Welcome, Mr. Kamal. How are you? Yes, I'm fine. Okay, now here, this is Mr. Kamal. We have apple here. This individual apple in this tree. Okay, and you will climb this apple as usual. You will climb this apple. This apple tree. Okay, now when I'm speaking about the apple, I said what? The apple above me, right? But when you speak, you will say what? The apple down or below me, right? Suppose that we have worm inside the apple. We have worm inside the apple, and this worm want to speak. And when the worm speak about me or about you, said what? The worm said that Mr. Kamal, he is down. He is below me. The boy is above me, up. Do you understand now? That is the frame of reference. Who will speak? Who will measure the quantity? Me or you? Okay? Or the worm? Okay? That is the point, guys. Who will measure? Who will speak? Someone will speak. That is called the frame of reference. Who will compare? If I'm here on the land, I will speak. I am the frame of reference in this case. I will say that apple above. You is above the apple. But if you are talking, you will say what? The apple below. And Mr. Kamal below the apple. If the worm talking said what? The boy above. Mr. Kamal below. Like that, guys. That is called frame of reference. Okay, now let's ask you a question to know if you understand or not. Okay, now suppose that we have earth, and our earth, as you know, of course, at motion every time. Our earth at motion, you know that. Okay, and rotate around themselves and around the sun. Suppose that we are standing here and you are asking me about something in science, and you are talking with me and said that Mr. Kamal blah 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 like that. Okay, now, and both of us at rest. Okay, and suppose that our friend astronaut, and he is on the space, and he look over for us here. Okay, suppose that he can see us. Suppose that he can see both of us. The question is, when the astronaut speak about both of us, he said what? Mr. Kamal and his friend in motion or at rest? The question again. Suppose that the astronaut here, he will look over for Mr. Kamal and the other guy. He said what? They are at rest or at motion. Huh. What do you think? Open your microphone and answer, please, guys. Okay, now, in fact, this guy, astronaut on the space, he will see both of them at motion. Do you know why? Because the earth is in motion every time. Because that we are standing on the earth and the earth in motion. Because that he will show us in motion. Okay, guys? Like that. Okay, guys? Now, but you, related to me, you will be at rest. And I will be at rest for you. But for the astronaut outside, he will show both of us at motion. Okay, that is called the frame of reference. Who will measure? If the astronaut measure, you will see both of the boys in motion. But if I will measure, I will see you at rest. Like that. That is called frame of reference. I hope you understand, guys. Okay, now let's back to the book. And of course, I know that you have questions. I know that. Okay, now let's explain the last part with this simulation. I hope you like it. And after that, take your questions. More to understand more about position, we can explain that from distance. If you look over for any object, suppose that we have object here in this place, okay, and this object, this man, okay, move for another place, okay, like that. For he will go for his home, for example, okay, and his home is far away from him, maybe for 100 meters, okay. Now that's how far it is. That is called distance, okay. Distance, it means how far it is. That is called distance. Now that is 100 meters. But if we are talking about another building, suppose that school, for example, okay, if we are speaking about school, okay, like that, now the school distance is 200 meters. Now the distance for the school for this boy is 200 meters. But the school away from his home, like that, is just 50 meters. That is frame of reference, guys. If you are speaking about distance between school and home, just 50 meters. But boy and home, 100. And boy and this school, 200. Okay? Okay, I hope my simulation working now. Not working yet, guys. Okay, maybe I'll explain it in next session, inshallah. Now I have finished. If you still have a question, yes, I'm sorry, guys, I forgot to explain that the distance, sometimes we can measure distance by meters, by kilometers, by mile, by a lot of distance units. We have units for this distance, maybe by meters, by kilometers, by mile, and like that. We explain that more when we explain the velocity and speed. Tomorrow, inshallah, we'll explain the difference between velocity and speed and like that. Okay, I hope you understand, guys. Give me your questions if you have. Thanks a lot, guys, for listening. I hope you understand. I hope you enjoy. See you next session, inshallah, with the speed and velocity. See you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.